What's going on, everyone? Cyclops from Paramount Cyclops here, and I hope today is the day that I can earn your subscription, earn a like, earn a comment from you. We're going to discuss a couple stories here today. The main one is this one: YouTube to survey creators on their race, gender, and sexuality, so it can manipulate algorithms accordingly. But before we get into that one, on the same day that they released that, they also released this one, which also needs to be talked about. YouTube introduces new feature to address toxic comments. From TechCrunch. YouTube today announced it's launching a new feature that will push commenters to reconsider their hateful and offensive remarks before posting. It will also begin testing a filter that allows creators to avoid having to read some of the hurtful comments on their channel that had been automatically held for review. When you first start YouTube, there's a setting where you can allow all comments or hold all comments or hold comments and give keywords and things like that. I've never held any comments or deleted any comments. The only comments I've deleted were those ones from bots that put in advertisements with links to like adult websites. Those I delete because I don't want my channel to get into any kind of trouble. Other than that, I want to know where people stand. I want to know what they believe. I want to know what they think. If someone thinks something that is, in my opinion, wrong, which I hate that word. I don't know any other word to use though. If someone has an opinion that I think as well that could be different, how am I going to give them evidence and try to change their opinion if I don't know what their opinion is? And if I have a bad opinion, and I need to have my opinion changed because I have a bad opinion, how am I going to know if I have a bad opinion if nobody's ever allowed to hear my opinion? I mean, the new features are meant to address long-standing issues with the quality of comments on YouTube's platform, a problem creators have complained about for years. Except I've never deleted any comments, other than just the advertisement ones. The company said it will also run a survey aimed at giving equal opportunity to creators, and whose data can help the company to better understand how some creators are more disproportionately impacted by online hate and harassment. Disproportionately impacted. I don't know. I'm a small channel. I get a ton of hate and a ton of harassment, like just an insane amount. So I mean, I don't know. The new commenting feature rolling out today is a significant change for YouTube. I don't think I'll see any change. My channel has been stagnant since day one. 4 years. 4 years my channel has just been nothing. It's been stagnant. YouTube does not like my videos, and I spend more time battling YouTube and requesting reviews on YouTube and getting crap answers back because, well, you know, I'm not a Philip DeFranco. I'm not a at the quartering. I'm not one of those great big channels where if they have an issue, YouTube kowtows to them. YouTube will respond to them. If I have a problem, YouTube turns its back on me. The feature appears when users are about to post something offensive in a video's comment section and warns to keep comments respectful. The message also tells users to check the site's community guidelines if they're not sure if a comment is appropriate. This is what you're going to see if YouTube thinks that you're going to say something that it deems offensive. And I guarantee you that if you get this and YouTube thinks that's something that is offensive and you click the post anyways, it's going to go through some sort of a special check because it was flagged in the beginning. But that's not the main story. It is going to be something that's going to affect lots of people. It's going to stifle your free speech. And don't we want to know where people stand? Don't we want to know if somebody has bad views, right? I mean, if your neighbor moves in, you would want to know if they were a bad person, right? Your new neighbor. I don't know. This is the main one, though. This one is crazy. YouTube to survey creators on their race, gender, and sexuality so it can manipulate algorithms accordingly. From reclaimthenet.org. And yes, I like this. If you're tired of cancel culture and censorship, subscribe to Reclaim the Net. It's a good channel. You can get a lot of differing opinions, different points of view. I highly believe in exposing yourself to multiple differing opinions and weighing the facts yourself and coming up with your own opinion. because you're smart. I believe the opposite of YouTube. And that's probably why my channel doesn't get any growth. Because I believe you're smart. I don't believe that you are little children who need to have your hand held. I believe you can get the information and you're smart enough to base your own ideas, your own opinion, based upon multiple facts. YouTube, owned by data behemoth Google, is planning to ask users to share their ethnicity, sexual preference, and genders so that it has more data with which to develop algorithms and manipulate the way content is shown across the platform. Yes, so now it is your skin color and your gender identity that matters the most. Now my question is, what's to stop somebody from, I don't know, let's say, since gender is fluid after all that day, I'm identifying as a female and I go that route. If it helps me out with the algorithm, why wouldn't I? I've been battling YouTube for years. If you're telling me there's a secret door that will help me with the algorithm and grow my channel, then why wouldn't I take that route? Why wouldn't I say that? YouTube says this will help it in removing unintentional bias from its moderation systems to help it tackle hate speech. Unintentional bias. So in other words, it's going to say if you are the correct skin color, you are allowed to say more than people who are the incorrect skin color. Embracing intersectional ideology. Yes. Embracing an ideology that says the deciding factor on whether you are a good person or not is the color of your skin and your gender identity. Those are the deciding factors. YouTube wants new ways to manipulate its algorithms to change content promotion on the platform depending on the personal identity of the creator. According to the video giant, automated moderation systems do not consider context, which it says can sometimes result in unintentional bias. Your manual reviews have very intentional bias. I have had videos where I straight said, protest cool. The minute you use violence in a protest, uncool. And that video, I kid you not, was flagged for promoting violence. I had it go through a manual review. After the manual review, it came back as still limited, which means you can't search it. It won't come up in suggestions. You have to be subscribed. You have to actually go to the channel videos and see it. Stagnating growth. Stagnating everything. Manual review comes back and it says this. The video remains flagged, basically, whatever the wording is, because it has video game images depicting violence. Video game imaging. I've never used video game imaging in any of my videos. I think one video I've used video game imaging. An image from a video game. There was no video game image in that video. They didn't even watch the same video. And then my ability to email YouTube content creator help has been removed. I do not have that link and I cannot access the link to email them. I guess they got tired of me saying that I believe in free speech and emailing them almost literally on every video and fighting them for hours on every video. This video, if it's 10 minutes long, it's going to take me 2 hours fighting YouTube just for you to be able to see this video, which is why I record this video at literally 2 o'clock in the frickin' mornings. That way when the sun comes up, I can get to battling YouTube, just so that way you can see this video. It's how much you matter to me. Not so much free speech matters to me. It's worth the effort. It's a lot of work. And a like, comment, and share, subscribe would make it so much easier for me. For example, in an attempt to remove this supposed bias, YouTube plans to learn more about content creators and gain more insight on which content comes from which communities. So yeah, why wouldn't I just click all the boxes that would make it easier for my channel? Why wouldn't I do that? For example, our videos can evaluate how videos on BLM are performing against other content on YouTube regardless of the creator. But we currently are not able to evaluate growth for Black beauty creators, LGBTQ plus talk show hosts, female vloggers, or any other community. The site's vice president of products management wrote. Okay, but so what? Why? If I want to get my car fixed and I want to do it myself and I want to figure out how to do it and I go online I don't care about the person's color of skin. I don't care about their gender. I don't care about their sexual orientation. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what clothes they wear. I don't care what nationality they are. I care about, is their video easy to understand? Are they giving me the information? Do they seem competent? That's what I care about. Why would I care about any other factors? If I want to get my car fixed, I want the best. But according to YouTube, if I want to get my car fixed, I must first go with the person that has the sexual orientation and the skin color that matches their algorithm the best. YouTube will launch a voluntary survey next year aimed at collecting information from content creators. The survey will ask for gender, sexual orientation, ethnicity, and race. The company will then use the information to figure out how its search and content discovery systems are treating content from different communities and will adjust its secret algorithms accordingly. It does say that the content creator's privacy is taken into account, and they can delete and remove that information at any time entirely. And they don't have to opt into the survey either. But just the fact that now we're in a point where YouTube is straight saying that it is your identity, your skin color, that is going to decide the growth of your channel, all under the guise of helping channels. Well, YouTube, I've been with you for 4 years. I've battled you for 4 years, and I have had zero growth. This will just make it harder. But I'll continue battling because my subscribers are worth all the information in the world, because they are amazing. I love you guys, and I hope I've earned a subscription, a like, and a comment from you. You guys have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one.